Greetings, fellow children, time and space. This is your host, Mario Shadow, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a bit of a rant video. Now, for those that don't know, I could easily say Marvel Rivals has taken up a special place in my heart because I do enjoy this game a lot. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Yes, I haven't been making content on it lately, and that's mainly because I'm ready for Season 2 to come out, and I've gotten to the point where I'm kind of tired of Ranked because at the moment Ranked is in a really bad position right now because it's like people try to convince me there's no such thing as a loser's queue in this game, but literally every match I've been in thus far, ever since I reached Platinum 1, has been nothing but a string of losses. I'll get like one win out of 10 losses, and I'm honestly convinced that there's a loser's queue in this game, and this game loves putting me on it. And to be fair, even though when it comes to ranked, I'm still pretty casual with it. When it comes to reaching higher ranks like a diamond and whatnot, I personally don't care for that because it's got the hero ban system in it. But yeah, I do care for the fact that I was Platinum 1 and now I'm getting knocked back into Platinum 2 because I'm constantly being put into a loser's queue. But that's not the reason why we're here. The reason why we're here is I'm frustrated. I'm kind of frustrated because, for those that don't know, I am a Rocket Raccoon main, a Mr. Fantastic main, and a Thing main. Those are the characters that I've been playing a lot lately, and they're the ones that I'm having a lot of fun with. I also still have a Pocket Squirrel Girl, but I want to get back to a place where I'm a lot more confident with my Squirrel Girl than I am now. And I've recently been trying out Loki, but I think he's by far my worst character, even though I do want to get better with him. At the moment, he is not at the spot where I want him to be. But let's talk about Mr. Fantastic. Let's talk about how the devs have pretty much ruined this character, in my opinion. Now, first off, when it comes to Mr. Fantastic, the most recent patch basically gave him a buff to his ultimate, and they added a knockback effect to his, give me a second.
When
They added a knockback to his flexible elongation move, which is his L1 move, which is a nice change because I feel like that is useful against flyers. But my problem with him is that it's like they nerfed this move as well by giving it a longer cooldown. Like they gave it like 2 seconds extra, 2 extra seconds worth of cooldown. And all I gotta ask is why? Because his L1 is basically his mobility tool. It allows him to get in and get out of damage. So why the extra cooldown? Why did they do that? And
trouble has arrived.
The one thing that still makes him in a very puts him in a very bad position is that his overall damage still does not compare to any of the other duelists in this game. Like, his damage is really, really, really bad. Especially considering he's a duelist. Yes, he is a hybrid duelist because he's a hybrid of a duelist and a vanguard, but in comparison to any of the other vanguards and any of the other duelists, he's literally a master of none of those categories. It's like, yeah, he has decent survivability, but with the cooldown nerf to his L1, they basically took away the one thing that made him shine. It's like his survivability took a hit, and that's honestly bad when it comes right down to it. Also, can we talk about something? For those that don't know, Mr. Fantastic has the ability to stretch, and you see his hitbox animation, right? His animation pretty much gives away the whole thought process that he has a really long range. Like, for example, if I stretched all the way over there, you see where the actual animation goes. It goes all the way up to the roof, right? But what if I told you that's just a bluff? Because the truth of the matter is, his range is actually a lot worse than you may realize. So a man who could stretch, who could basically stretch limitlessly, why is it that the maximum range for any character in this game is 30 meters, right? Why is it that he can't reach that far? See this? The reticle is on the enemy in front of me, but my attack does not reach up there. You want to know where his range is at? His range is right here. 10 meters. I have to be 10 meters in front of somebody to actually do anything to them. Whether it's using my regular melee, using my L1, or even my R1.
I've got you.
Or even my R1 in order to do anything to them. And that disappoints me. Why is it that the man who can stretch as far as you can possibly imagine has to have a range that short? Why is that? Now, let me switch over to Winter Soldier for a second. Good old Bucky.
Better, but it's still
now you can imagine his range is actually going to be better than Mr. Fantastic's, right? Because he has a gun, and that makes sense.
Target neutralized.
Makes sense. He has a gun, but
here they come.
One of his abilities, his hook, for example. Want to know something that's stupid about his hook? His hook can reach all the way back here at 20 meters.
One down.
His hook can reach at 20 meters. That's twice the range of a person who is supposedly able to stretch. Mr. Fantastic has to be up here in order to actually hit anything. But Bucky, he can be way back here, here to CC somebody with his stupid hook.
Target neutralized.
And with his stupid hook. And that is beyond crazy. And even his projectile reaches this far. His projectile reaches this far. I wonder. Okay, so his L1 does not reach that far. His L1 is actually a little more makes more sense. It can only reach probably reach up to 10 meters. But why? Why is it that Bucky's command grab can reach all the way back here, but Mr. Fantastic's can't? It doesn't make no sense.
Double KO.
Come back here.
That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row.
It makes no sense. And that's not even the annoying bit. Let's talk about Mr. Fantastic's ultimate. Yes, it got a buff. Yes, it does more damage. But you want to know how many times it actually takes in order to actually kill somebody with this ultimate?
Do come in handy.
Watch this.
Fantastic!
1, 2, 3, 4. It actually takes 4 hits. 4 hits of his ultimate to actually actually kill somebody with it. Now let's switch back to Bucky, for example. Now we all know how Bucky's ability works. It's pretty much the meme of the game. Every time he lands it, it resets. It can reset if you kill somebody, right?
Armed and dangerous. Not so fast. Again.
Double KO.
Instantly dead. Instantly dead.
Again.
Wow, 4 in a row.
And this can keep going.
Again.
Nice. Amazing.
Stick around.
6 in a row.
Again.
Unbelievable.
Again. Stick around. Playtime's over. Again.
And this can keep going.
Come.
And going. And going. The more times he gets killed.
Again. Again. Never stood a chance. Again. Again. Again.
You get my point, right? It keeps going. It can keep going. And the amount of damage a person takes after after they get hit by it is increased. So if he gets a kill, he could just reset it. And it basically one-shots people, depending on how low of their health is. Hell, they could be at full health and they could die in one shot. That's the bullshit. Bullshit I'm talking about. Certain characters in here just have the ability to instant nuke people. But Mr. Fantastic, it takes almost the entirety of his entire ultimate just to do anything. And it's not like it does anything special to actually benefit and benefit using it.
I'll fight this war against crime until I fall.
Double kill! That's 3! Wow, 4 in a row! 5!
And hell,
That's amazing!
can we talk about Punisher's shotgun? Why is it still able to insta kill someone? Why is that a thing? Why is that a thing?
Consequences.
Like, look at this. If I'm in front of somebody and I'm just using the shotgun, they die in 2 hits. They die in 2 hits. Especially since it hit scans. So it's like, it doesn't matter if I'm aiming low at their, well, I can be aiming low at their body, but if I'm aiming directly at their head, they die. They just die.
Hostiles up front.
And die. But Mr. Fantastic, he doesn't have that luxury. Certain other characters have the luxury to actually undo this kind of damage. And then let's talk about his ultimate.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Night, night, Mo. Justice, pure and simple.
Auto aim rockets that lock onto anybody as long as he's attacking, plus rapid fire Gatling guns. And rapid fire Gatling guns that shred through health ridiculously. He also has one of the best team ups in the game alongside Punisher, Winter Soldier, and Rocky Raccoon. So honestly, Punisher, really good character. Mr. Fantastic, however, the only benefit he has is a shield. His only thing is a shield, and it comes from Invisible Woman. The shield doesn't even give him that much bonus health in comparison to certain other characters. And even then, it's like, we all know how Mr. Fantastic works. Once he's in his big mode, all of his abilities are shut off. All he can do is melee. All he can do is melee.
Saved worlds.
But
the best thing I ever built was my family. Well, hello there. No hard feelings.
all he can do is melee. And 9 out of the 10, you're not going to get the full duration, get to use the full duration of his attack. And it's not like during his big state, he actually gets any bonuses. It just allows him to do extra damage. But it still takes a total of at least 3 to 4 hits in his big state to actually kill anybody. It's not like he's going to be shredding through tanks. It's not like he's going to be shredding through duelists. He can probably kill supports. Literally, the only benefit to him is that he could go against the backline of certain teams and deal with the supports. But other than that, he's useless against anybody else. And honestly, that's sad. Especially since now we have my boy, Benjamin J. Grimm, aka The Thing. And this is where things get really upsetting, because Mr. Fantastic is supposed to be the quote-unquote quote-unquote leader of the Fantastic Four. He is the glue that holds the entire team together. And yet, when it comes to comparing Mr. Fantastic and The Thing in this game, it's night and day. We all know how The Thing works. He has a rush that basically negates movement, and he has his haymaker, which basically has some pretty good range. I'm pretty certain it can hit about 10 meters. Yeah, it can hit from 10 meters away, so it has pretty good range. But it has ridiculously good damage as well. See that? One haymaker. Doesn't have a cooldown, doesn't need to be charged up. It charges up on its own, but one haymaker does a fourth of an enemy's damage. And this is basically a duelist slash support damage. So basically, if he's going after a duelist or support, he's killing someone in 3 hits if he gets the opportunity. And 3 hits in the opportunity. And then, of course, the most beautiful move he has is his ultimate, which stuns everybody that's in the path of it. It also does a fourth or almost a fourth or a fifth of someone's health, and then he's able to knock someone out in 2 hits. Literally, why play Mr. Fantastic when the Thing exists? He literally does everything Mr. Fantastic does, but better. And that's sad, because Mr. Fantastic is a fun character. He's a really fun character, but why play Mr. Fantastic when you could choose literally anybody else in the game? And do what he can do, but better. It's honestly very sad. So, to end this rant, I hope in Season 2, they give Mr. Fantastic some really, really good buffs. He needs an overall damage buff. That cooldown nerf he got to his elongated, I forget names.
There's a solution for every
the cooldown
problem
nerf
if
he
you
got
just
to his
look
flexible
hard
elongation
enough.
needs to be completely removed. He needs an overall damage buff on all of his abilities. He needs more survivability on survivability. So what I believe would be a good buff is that when he gets bonus health, if someone's healing him, it heals his bonus health. So I feel like that would be useful. And then maybe another damage buff to his ultimate, like damage buff, and maybe a buff to the slow mechanic to his buff. That way, when he's actually hitting somebody with it, if they're getting slowed, they can't get out of it so damn freely. Like what? And also, when it comes to his overall passive ability, his elastic strength, increase the duration of it. Like, seriously, make it last longer. 6 seconds is not enough to actually do anything with it. So, increase that, increase the damage of all of his abilities, and most importantly, increase the fucking range of his fucking melee. Like, what is this? He has the ability to stretch. Why is it just 10 meters? Maybe increase it to 15 meters at least. 20 might be asking for too much, but 15 meters should definitely be a well-worthy worthy buff to his overall melee, because it makes no sense that he only has a 10-meter range on all of his attacks. That is stupid. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this. I hope in Season 2, Mr. Fantastic gets some well-deserved love, so he'll be able to shine among all the other duelists and vanguards, as well as hybrid characters. But at the moment, Mr. Fantastic, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. And it makes me so sad about that, because he is a character I'm trying to get to Lord rank. He is my the second character that has the highest rank out of all my characters. So I would love to get him to Lord rank, but at the moment, with how ranked is, where I'm constantly getting into teams that just lose all the time, there's no point. There is no point for me to play anybody outside of the Thing and Rocket Raccoon, because I'm not getting any results with Mr. Fantastic as he is right now. So that is all the time I have for today. So thank you all for watching, and as always, your host, Mario Shadow, saying long Z, and I'll see you for the next adventure. Goodbye, everyone! Tomorrow we will be restarting our playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail, because at the moment, the game is down for maintenance for patch 7.2, so I do hope everyone's prepared for that. Goodbye!